Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. On the move. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Hit the afterburners, kid. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble?
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting a sack, getting the fumble.
They'll give it to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
They'll try to get it through the air. Quick strike complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback checking off. With the run on 1st and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Quarterback keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. This time they'll go to the running game. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got the back over the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
Movement here from the tight end. The run to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Ventura.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Running back searching for a hole. At midfield, he's got room. And he's running in the open. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today. They're up by 7 over NC State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going to take a shot. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pugh. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll leave it with him. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Morse. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Trying to find his man on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
to playmaker to spread it out to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Otis left him grasping, and he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Leach. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Racing down the left side. The tag. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the defense doing work. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Leaves it with the running back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
It's a draw. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put the boot to leather. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Fielded in the end zone. It's Leach. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll try to get outside. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Jeffrey. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Looking for a crease to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. 1st down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. He has 89 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, that's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
They'll run it to the right side. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown time! And that one will give them the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it out. It's Leach. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Here's the handoff. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires and picked off. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop in a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Comes out throwing on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
He gets a hand on it, and it's blocked. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Leaves it with the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Pulls it in, it's King. Open space at the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. San Jose State is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're on 14 over Boise State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Going up top on first down. And here's the third interception of the night.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the fourth quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The hand to the running back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. You know the defense is expecting you to run the football, and you just did it the previous play. So on that third down, you dial up the play action to keep the chains moving.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Alabama! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Lining up to add another. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Pugh. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The give to the lone running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Finds us back in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On second down, looking again to throw. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. The give to the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
He breaks a tackle. Look out, he's got room.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture, it's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere 4 minutes.